Caolan, well, I guess coming into training week off the back of that huge win against one of the local rivals, I guess the boys must just be full of excitement and energy this week.
Yeah, no, it was a great place to be Monday morning. I think the vibes straight after the game rolled straight in through to Monday. I think the boys were fairly pleased with themselves. Had a few good meetings, obviously off the back of a fairly disappointing result where we thought that we could have taken more out of Bath. I think the response that we showed on the weekend was class, and I think it's definitely rolled into the beginning of this week.
Yeah, you mentioned the Bath result, and I guess there's always going to be downs, I guess, in sport, but I guess it's how you react to those. And to come back here in front of a sold-out King's home and deliver that performance must have been really, really pleasing for the group.
Yeah, especially backs. I think we had a few tough conversations after that Bath game. I think we definitely left a few chances out there. I think the forwards fronted up really well in the middle of the pitch, and I think we let them down in the wide areas. So for us to come in, I think we had 2 hat-tricks. I don't think a forward scored a try. I think our back scored all 9 tries, and I think that's credit to all the hard work and the tough conversations that we had last week. We put it out in the training field, and then we saw how it comes to fruition in the game.
Yeah, you mentioned the backs there, and I guess two of the things that George said post the Bath result were accuracy and energy, and I guess anyone that watched that game on the weekend would have seen that accuracy and energy, and that's probably a credit to the way the boys dug in the week and worked on that.
Yeah, exactly. After we had some fairly tough conversation, and I think we were unrelenting in sort of the way we worked for the forwards. I think we've come to know now that they're going to turn up week in, week out for us, and I think they're going to put us in really good positions. And the Bath game, we never capitalised, and I think this week we did.
And I guess it was more of a complete performance. We obviously just had lights, and he said still not an 80-minute performance. And I guess that's a positive in its own way. The fact that you can put 53 points on a side second in the Premiership and still have more development to go.
Yeah, I think that's what we said on Monday. I think it would be easy for us to believe the hype about everything that's going on with this club at the minute. I think we're building something really special, but internally we know that we're still got loads left in the tank. I think every time we've put our minds to sort of improving an area of our game, we've come and showed it. And similarly, we've had a few conversations this week about how we're going to go and attack Montpellier, a team that probably wouldn't be used to us as a team, as they've not played us for a while and they probably haven't watched a lot of our games. So we know that if we put those sort of learnings into Saturday, then we'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, you mentioned they're obviously coming up against Montpellier away this week. Always tough to go to France. How will the boys be able to sort of combat Montpellier and what's it going to take to win down in the south of France?
I think it's just about imposing our game on them. I think we know what they're going to bring. Obviously, they're going to have a massive pack and they're going to have strike runners in the backs from everywhere and they're going to want to keep the ball in play. But I think similarly, we play a very similar style here. So it's a good stylistic matchup, and I think if we keep hold of the ball and we drag them into long sets, I think we can come out on top.
And I guess going to a side of that quality and an atmosphere that will be as partisan as that, I guess that energy and that bravery will come into its own, and that'll be a sort of a key driver for you.
Yeah, exactly. I think if we start fast and really impose our game on them, I think we can get we can quiet the crowd down, and obviously there's going to be a big loss, hopefully a big loss following coming as well, and get them up. And I think we're obviously used to a massive partisan crowd here for us, but I think they'll make noise wherever they go. So if we start fast, I think they'll join us.
And I guess it's always exciting playing in Europe, playing against these new sides and going to places that you might not have necessarily been to before. And I guess for you guys, it's probably just about embracing that excitement and like you say, going there and ripping in.
Yeah, as you said, it's games or clubs that you wouldn't normally play. I think last year, some of my favourite games of the season were the European ones because stylistically you never play or you don't really watch them and you don't play against them sort of teams every week. So no, it would be good to go out and play them and impose our game on them.
And obviously, like you say there as well, it's knockout rugby and it's sort of all down to those 80 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, we know that we can't leave anything out there. We've got to put it all in for 80 minutes. And hopefully get a result that suits us, and then we roll on in the competition.
Cheers, Kay. All the best.
Cheers. Thank you very much.